Hello friends, I am welcoming you all in my lecture on the topic Genotype Environment Interaction. Before starting this lecture, first I will discuss very briefly about genotype and then about environment, and finally I will discuss the concept of genotype environment interaction. So first come to the concept of genotype. Very brief introduction of genotype. I have already discussed about the concept of genotype in my population genetic lectures, so you can access those lectures for more clarification. So let's start about the genotype. All the alleles possessed by an individual constitute its genotype. Any combination of two alleles of different forms of a gene at a locus in an individual is called as genotype of the individual for that locus. Genotype may be homozygous or heterozygous. Now let's see what is environment. Environment is what is around something. It can be living or non-living. It includes physical, chemical and other natural forces. Environment constantly interact with living being. There are mainly two types of environment: micro environment and macro environment. Now I will discuss micro and macro environment one by one. First, see micro environment. Micro environment is sometimes also known as micro habitat, a very small, specific area in a habitat, distinguished from its immediate surrounding by factors such as amount of incident light, the degree of humidity and the range of temperature. This micro environment differ from one individual to another in a population. Now see the macro environment. The environment associated with variables having large and easily recognizable effect is termed as macro environment. It may include differences over period, differences over season and differences over location. Now come to our basic topic, genotype environment interaction. So before discussing this interaction, genotype environment interaction, we see the genetic model for quantitative trait. This is the genetic model for any quantitative traits. Here phenotype equal to genotype plus environment plus genotype environment interaction. So any phenotype is mainly made up of effect of genotype, effect of environment and effect of genotype environment interaction. In another word, we can also say that phenotype is controlled by or governed by genotype, environment and interaction between genotype and environment. This is a very simple way to introduce, to brief about genotype environment interaction, and the introduction is different genotype may respond differently to different environment. Here you can see there are two genotypes, genotype 1 and genotype 2, and there are three environments: environment 1, environment 2 and environment 3. You can see that the phenotypic value for genotype 2 is almost same for environment 1, environment 2 and environment 3. There is a slight increase in the performance of genotype in the environment 2, but at the same time you can see that for genotype 1 there is huge difference in performance in the different environment. The performance for genotype 1 in the environment 1 and environment 3 is almost same, but the phenotypic value in the environment 2 is very less. It's reduced to very low amount in the environment 2. So in this situation you can say that there is genotype environment interaction, and due to this interaction the phenotypic value of genotype 1 in the environment 2 has been reduced. This is a bit more refined introduction, more refined definition for genotype environment interaction. Genotype environment interaction is a dependent relationship between genotype and environment in which the difference in performance between two genotypes changes from environment to environment. So I have bold this the last two line. This is very important for understanding genotype environment interaction, and the bold sentence is difference in performance between two genotypes changes from environment to environment. To see whether there is a interaction present or not, the difference in performance between two genotypes in the two environment, this is very important to see whether there is difference or there is absence of difference. So at this slide it is not very clear, but in the next few slides I will try to discuss this definition with the help of few example, and I hope after discussing that example the things will be more clear. So now come to my example. This is the first situation. I will also discuss the second situation. This is the second situation. First, come to the first situation. Suppose there are two genotype, genotype 1 and genotype 2, and genotype 1 has capability of 500 liter. Suppose this example is for the milk producing capability for the two types of cows. One group is genotype 1 cow, and this second group is genotype 2 cow, and the capability of the first group is the genetic capability of the first group is 500 kg, and for the genotype 2 the capability is 1000 kg. Now suppose there are two environment, environment 1 and environment 2. Environment 1 is good, and due to environment 1 there is an increase in 100 kg of milk, and environment 2 is not a good environment. This is a harmful environment, and because of environment 2 there is a reduction in the performance for the 100 kg. So in the case of genotype 1, animals of genotype 1 in the environment 1 will produce 500 plus 100 equal to 600. So, phenotypic value will be 600 kg. For the animals, for the genotype 1 animals in the environment 2, the phenotypic value will be 500 minus 100, that will be equal to 400 kg. So, phenotypic value for the genotype 1 animals will be 600 and phenotypic value for genotype 1 in the second environment will be 400 kg. So, the difference between the performance will be 600 minus 400 equal to 200. So, this difference here in the two environment for the same genotype, genotype 1, the difference will be 200 kg. Now, come to our second genotype. The genetic capability of second genotype is 1000 kg and environment 1 is supporting milk production. Environment 1 is good environment. So, the phenotypic value for genotype 2 in the first environment will be 1000 plus 100 equal to 1100, and the phenotypic value for the second genotype in the second environment will be 1000 minus 100 equal to 900 kg. Here the difference in the performance is 1100 minus 900 equal to 200. So, in both case for the genotype 1 and for the genotype 2 in the two different environment, the difference is same, which is 200 kg. So, we can say that here there is no genotype environment interaction, because as per the definition, the difference in performance between two genotypes changes from environment to environment. Here in the first situation, the difference is not changing from environment 1 to environment 2. So, we can say that there is no genotype environment interaction. Now, come to the second situation. This is the second situation. Here we have the same genotype, genotype 1 and genotype 2. They are reared in the two environment, environment 1 and environment 2. The genetic capability of genotype 1 is 500 kg as earlier. The genetic capability of genotype animals are 1000 kg as earlier. The environment 1 is good environment, giving 100 kg of benefit for the animal. This is adding 100 kg of milk production in the animal. Environment 2 is a detrimental environment and it is reducing the milk production. So, similarly, here again we will calculate the phenotypic value, but here we can see that there is one more factor coming in the play. This is genotype environment interaction. For the genotype 1 individuals in the environment 1, for calculating the phenotypic value, we will add 500 plus 100 plus 50. This addition of plus 50 is due to genotype environment interaction. Here beside environment, genotype environment interaction is also helping the animal for improving their production. So the phenotypic value will be 500 plus 100 plus 50, that is 650 kg. Now in the second condition, in the second environment, for the genotype 1 individuals, the phenotypic value will be 500 minus 100, because second environment is harmful environment, so it is reducing the production. And the second interaction, genotype environment interaction, is also reducing by 50 kg. So the phenotypic value will be 500 minus 100 minus 50. So the phenotypic value will be 350 kg. Here the difference in performance between two environment for the genotype 1 will be 650 minus 350, that will be equal to 300 kg. There is difference of 300 kg between the two environment. Now come to the genotype 2. Here the genetic capability of genotype 2 is 1000 kg. Environment 1 is supporting with 100 kg of milk production, and the interaction genotype 2 and environment 1 interaction is also supporting the milk production by 200 kg. So the overall phenotypic value in this condition will be 1000 plus 100 plus 200, that will be equal to 1300 kg. Now come to the second condition. Here for the genotype 2 animal in environment 2 with genotype 2 environment 2 interaction, the phenotypic value will be 1000 minus 100 for environment 2, and again minus 200 for interaction genotype environment 2 interaction. Here genotype 2 environment 2 interaction is responsible for reduction of 200 kg of milk production in the genotype 2 animals. So the overall phenotypic value will be 700 kg. So the difference in production for in the two environment will be 1300 minus 700, that will be equal to 600. Now we can observe that these two difference in genotype 1 and genotype 2 are significantly different. In the first condition, in the genotype 1, the difference is 300 kg. In the second condition, in genotype 2, the difference in the environment 1 and environment 2 is 600 kg. So here there is a difference. So we can say that there is genotype environment interaction. Genotype environment interaction is playing their role in this condition. So this way we can see whether there is a genotype environment interaction is acting on the population or not. Now I will discuss why to study genotype environment interaction. The first reason behind this type of study is to investigate relationship between genotype and different environmental changes. This study is for investigating whether there is any relationship between genotype and environment. For studying these things, we are doing GE interaction study. The second reason is to identify genotypes which perform well over a wide range of environment, for seeing general adaptability of the animals. So if we are planning to develop some breed some animals for the global production, our goal is to develop some animals which can produce in different climatic condition. For that, we will have to introduce general adaptability in those animals. In that condition, we will have to identify genotypes which perform well over a wide range of environment. And the third reason for studying genotype interaction is to identify genotypes which perform well in particular environment for a specific adaptability. Suppose we are planning to develop a breed or animals in a particular location, in some desert area or in some area very humid, for very humid climate or for very hot climate. In that condition, for a specific ability, we will have to identify genotypes which perform well in that particular environment. Now we will discuss different types of GE interaction. So broadly, these are three types: no interaction, interaction but no rank change, interaction with rank change. So in the case of in the first case, with no interaction, we can see that both genotypes, the production line for both genotypes are parallel. In the second condition, interaction but no rank change. In that condition, no crossover between the production line. In the third condition, interaction with rank change, there is a crossover between the production line. So in that condition, in this condition, we can see that in the environment 1, in the first environment, the A animal is on the top. A animal is, production of A animal is better in the environment 1, in the first environment. But in the second environment, the production level of the B genotype is better. So here we can see that the rank is changing. So this is the third condition. Due to interaction, there is change in rank. These are two scientists, these are two researchers, Mather and Jones, in 1958 have given the description of genotype environment interaction, and they also worked on different types of GE interaction. This can be specified with the simple case of two genotypes, genotype 1 and genotype 2, both raised in two environment, environment 1 and environment 2. So here is the description. In the first case, the first type, linear relationship, when phenotypic differences between two genotypes, genotype 1 and genotype 2, in two environment remain unchanged. So difference is unchanged for the two genotypes in the two environment. The rank order of the genotype does not change. So these are two graphs showing the same linear relationship. We can see that these two production line for the two genotypes are parallel to each other. So there is no change in the rank. In the first graph, we can see that genotype 1 is on the top, having rank 1 in the environment 1, and same way the genotype 1 again having rank 1 in the environment 2. So this in this linear relationship, there is no change in the rank order. The second type is non-linear relationship. This is the condition when the change in phenotypic values of two genotypes in changed environment is in opposite direction or in the same direction but unequal. So this will be more clear when we will see the graph. So Under this non-linear relation, the first example, the first type is when the change in the same direction but unequal. This lead to change in rank order. So we can see that the change in the same direction from environment 1 to environment 2, both genotypes showing reduction in performance, but genotype for genotype 1 the reduction of 3 unit, but for genotype 2 there is a reduction of only 1 unit, and there is also change in rank order. In the first environment, genotype 1 having the first rank, but in the second environment genotype 2 having the first rank. So there is change in the rank order. This is the second type, when the changes is in opposite direction but does not change the rank order. Here we can see that for genotype 1, from environment to environment 2 there is a reduction in the performance, but for genotype 2 from environment 1 to environment 2 there is increase in the production. So the change is in the opposite direction, but there is no change in the rank order. G1 genotype is on the top having first rank in both environments, so there is no change in the rank order. This is the third type, when the change is in the opposite direction lead to change in the rank order. So for the genotype 1, from environment 1 to environment 2 there is a reduction in the performance. For genotype 2, for genotype 2 from environment 1 to environment 2 there is increase in the performance. So the change is in the opposite direction, and here is also change in the rank order. In the environment 1, genotype 1 is on the top, but in the environment 2 genotype 2 is on the top, so there is change in the rank order. So friend, this is all about genotype environment interaction. I hope you understand all the concept. If not, write to me. I will try to make things clear in my next video. Thanks for watching my video. Thank you very much.